3, 2, 1.
Got a blast!
What's going on, my people? How is everybody doing and how is everybody feeling? And today, welcome back to another video, my people. And in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you all how to make an incredible NAZ REID build. So I made a NAZ REID build last 2K. I'm making another one now. So we're gonna get right into it. I think this build is gonna be really good. All right, so NAZ REID, solid, nice little stretch, big, 6'9", undersized center, but he gets the job done. NAZ REID, right hand jersey number 11. Center, 6'9", 264 pounds, and we're maxing out that wingspan, of course. So now, here is the NAZ REID build. So 96 close shot, yes, because he had a 96 close shot, and I'm making his exact build replica. Here we go right here. Driving layup of an 80. That is absolutely good for undersized center. Most centers don't really care about layup. I have a Rodman. I don't really care about layup, because that's not really my focus. But yeah, that's how you would want to do it for this build. Driving dunk of an 80, can't go wrong with that. Standing dunk of an 85 as well, so that's really good. And then the post control of an 80. So all of that is absolutely fantastic, my people. Now, mid-range of a 70, we ain't really worried about that, but we do have that 80 3-point shot. So the 80 3-point shot is going to be really good on this build. All right. There's so much that you could work with the cap breakers, and I think the cap breakers are going to take this build to the next level. All right, so I like that 83-point shot. The 75 free throw, that's all you need. The KD free throw is like the best free throw, in my opinion. I love that free throw so much. That's really good. The 66 ball handle, but we can put cap breakers and get this higher. I like that I was able to get that 68. Max +2 to gold lightning launch. That's going to make a big difference. He didn't have high pass accuracy, so I just went with the 66 right here. Now, the 80 interior, right? I think we should be able to get, let me see, are we? No, so we have to, if I remember correctly, we have to have an 80 interior and then an 80 block to get the, what's that takeover code again? If I'm not mistaken, I forgot. What is it called? Let me see. Oh yeah, Rim Guardian. All right, yeah, that's how we get the Rim Guardian takeover. All right, so back to the build. We get a 67 on that steal for bronze glove and bronze interceptor. 62 for bronze immovable. That's really good. He only had an 80 rebound, so we get the silver rebound chaser here. Of course, you would want to use this build as a stretch big. You can snag boards, but you're going to probably be matched up against people that's going to definitely be just insane on the offensive and defensive glass. But if you're using this to shoot, most centers that know how to play their role and shoot the ball, what you're going to do is it's going to be kind of hard for the other centers to even snag rebounds if you're sparking up with a good jump shot too, right? So if you're sparking up and stretching the floor, what that does is it allows your other players to do work in the paint. I think that's really good as well, right? But you can also put cap breakers into this as well and get more rebound if you feel comfortable doing that. And I can't wait to see the cap breakers on this build. Then we have max speed, max agility. We have an 87 strength, which is really good as well. Most centers nowadays don't really care about strength. They could do whatever they want. I'm never going to have a center with low strength. That's silly to me. I want to be able to get the box out animation, and I want to be able to get the worm animation. Then we go 77 for that gold pogo stick as well. I like this build. So now, the takeover. So we get paint surgeon, we get lethal layup. These are the only two takeovers that we get, but we will be able to get more takeovers when we put cap breakers in. We'll unlock more takeovers, but lethal layup, as you can see, is actually pretty good. That 99 close shot, 85 drive and dunk, 86 layup is actually really good. I like that when you go with takeover for the speed and ball handle, you get it into the 70s. This is actually scary. 90 standing dunk, 99 close shot, post control. This might even be solid if you want to make this build as a post, but we would need to get that sharp take. So we got to have a 80 3-point shot, right, which we do, and then we have to have a 75 mid. I would say you would put cap breakers into this because you want to have that sharp take. I'm telling you, on this stretch type of build, you want to have that sharp take. I think that would be perfectly fine to just use 5 cap breakers so you can get the sharp takeover. And you might be even get this even higher, which would even be a bonus, right? So I like this build so far. Now, once we go to the shades, as you can see, number one shades of NAZ REID, we have a blow by bully layup maker. This name to me is so unique. I have never seen this name. You can't really explain what the build could do, and most of your attributes are high, so they probably won't see that you can shoot, which would be pretty good. So you'll have that 83-point shot just kind of chilling, and they won't really know. But let's go over these cap breakers. I'm interested to see what the cap breakers will bring us. All right, so yeah. So if you want 99 close shot, go for it, right? So the layup, I like that we have an 80 layup, but we have 5 cap breakers, but we also have 10. This can go to a 90 layup. If you want 90 layup, that is fanatic or fantastic, I would say, right? So 80, and then we can go, what's that, 4 and then 3, 87 drive and dunk, right? We can go 87 drive and dunk, because this makes sense. So if you want to go 5 cap breakers here for 87 drive and dunk, you'll be able to get those contact dunks, because we already have the 75 threshold, so we'll be able to do that. Let's see what else we could do. We have an 85 on a standing. I think 85 should be good. I think 85 should be good. You could just max +1 to rise up. I think you should be good. If you want more post control, hey, you can definitely do that. I wouldn't be surprised. We can get a 93 post control on this build, which would be sick. Here is what I wanted to talk about. So we have the 83-point shot, right? But now, most of the time, we can only get 5 cap breakers and go 75. But what I love is that we can get an 83-point, a 80 mid-range shot. So we'll have an 80-80. I think that would be smart. Okay, I think you should definitely put 5 cap breakers here so you can get the sharp take, and then you'll have an 80 mid-range and an 83-point shot, which to me is definitely a smart move. The ball handle. So the ball handle to me is pretty good to do. 6, 5, and 3. That's 80. Whoa, are you serious? That's actually really good. So we could get an 80. I think that would be a great investment. Okay, I think that would be a really great investment. And 80 ball handle on this build would be solid. Okay, I think that would be a really good investment right there. Can't go wrong with that. 85 defensive rebound is something that you could do, or you could go 80-80. So what I like is you could go 80 mid-range, 83-point shot, and then 80 defensive, and then 80 offensive. That's pretty solid, my people, if you want to definitely do that. But you can get some more perimeter defense on this build. So we get a 70 for 4 here, and then we could get an 80. So an 80 from a 62 to an 80, that's pretty good. You know, that's actually really good. Or you could get more interior defense. I think we'll be able to get post lockdown on silver, or just 2 cap breakers here for silver post lockdown. If you want more steel, we have a 67. If we go 2 cap breakers here, that would give us the 75. But all we need is 73 for the interceptor, which would be solid. And then we can go, okay, so we're not going to be able to get the the gold interceptor, which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But to be honest, I think you should go the route that I said. So let's go over this. So let's say you only have 16 like I do, right? We put 5 cap breakers for the drive and dunk right here for 87. That's going to give us 11. And then we use another 5. That's going to get us with 6, right? And then what we can do is use 3 here, right? Use 3 cap breakers here. That will leave us with 3, right? Left. And then if we wanted to, let's say you wanted more pass accuracy, I think that would be a smart move to go 76 pass accuracy, and that would be the 3 that we could do for this. Keep in mind, you do have build specialization, so if you wanted to do build specialization, maybe just go 3 here, and then if you got the shooting build specialization, put the last 2 here like I do. So you could definitely do that, and then that would leave you with 2 more. So 3 here, right? And then you can get an 81 pass accuracy. So if you max this out, you can get an 81 pass accuracy. There's options with this build, all right? So y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build. Till next time, much love.